Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel.
Today we are going to walk through some of the different things that we're going to bring on our trip to Southeast Asia with us.
Kind of our thought process of why we are bringing some things, why we aren't bringing some things, and yeah, because we leave in a day.
Yeah, so come along with us and we're going to get ready for Southeast Asia.
So the first thing that we should talk about is what bags we're bringing. So the last trip that I went on, I had the Sojourn 45 liter bag from Osprey. That one was super awesome for Europe. It was a wheeled backpack conversion, and honestly I used it as a suitcase more than I actually wore it as a backpack. So it fit like perfectly for what I needed. But for Southeast Asia, I'm just thinking I'm probably gonna wanna have whatever I'm bringing as a backpack instead of a suitcase most of the time, just like with the roads that we may be going down and stuff. So I actually got a new bag for this trip. Now, we're not gonna go into too much detail about the bags because it's actually the one that Narissa had on our previous trip. So I think we made one or two videos that kind of delved a little bit deeper into the features of the bag, so we'll make sure to link it down below for you to check out. But we are using the Fairview Farpoint Osprey backpacks. They're the 40 liter backpacks, so they are both carry-on size.
Yeah. Okay, so for this part of the video, we're just going to take you really quick through all the clothes that we're bringing and make sure that all of our options actually do fit in our packing cubes. So, with that being said, I'm going to take you quickly through my shirts and the tops that I'm bringing. So to start, I'm bringing a nice little Cap Cool Patagonia hoodie, super lightweight. I'm not typically one who really gets like really cold on planes and trains and things like that. So I think this nice lightweight sweater is gonna be a perfect fit for me. So the next thing I'm bringing is a little button down jetty collared shirt, just in case you want to dress up a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer. I'm bringing a few different synthetic options. So I'm bringing this Arc'teryx one, two Patagonia Cap Cool ones, and then three of the shirt that I'm actually wearing currently. I have a blue one, this one, a black one, and a gray one. So very monotone, easy to match colors. And then I'm also bringing two cotton t-shirts, one for some workouts, hope to go for a few runs. We'll see if that actually happens. And then just another one for lounging. And then I'm bringing one from my work, the Rattlers. Want to rep them while I'm down there. So yeah, that's what I'm bringing.
So I'm definitely bringing more tops, I would say. And I think that if my bag is too full, this is probably an area where I can cut down. But this, in my ideal world, I would bring all of these. So we'll see what actually fits. So first for t-shirts, I am bringing 3 synthetic t-shirts. I just find them really lightweight, breathable. But I am bringing 1 cotton t-shirt because I just find them so comfortable. So anywhere that's a little bit cooler, that has some AC, it's really nice to lounge around in that. Then for long sleeves, now it's a very hot climate that we're going to. We do understand that. But I am a cold person. So on the days that we are inside or we are in a place that has that AC, I am bringing 1 long sleeve. And then the other long sleeve that I have is actually a really nice flowy white button down. My thought with this is that if we're going to any like temples or places where I need to cover my shoulders, it's something that is super small that I can throw in my bag that I can then throw on top of whatever tank top or whatever I'm wearing that day. Now for tank tops, this is probably where I have the most of. I have one, what I would consider a going out top, and then I have 3 tank tops that are exactly the same, but 3 different colors, just like Graham.
Hey, when you find something you like, you gotta go with it, so.
So I do have like a purple or a burgundy one, a blue, and then a black one. And then I do have 1 longer tank top, just in black. And then I do have 2 flowy tank tops and 1 workout tank top. We will see how often this actually gets used.
We're very optimistic on our workouts, as you can see.
But this is all of the tops that I'm bringing.
That's what we want to bring for our tops. Let's see if they actually fit in our packing cubes. Fingers crossed that they do.
Oh, I have an idea.
What are you gonna do?
I have 2 packing cubes because I actually want to see if I can get all of my tank tops in this one, because this one opens really nicely so I can see absolutely everything that I have in there. The Osprey one that I has only opens like 3/4, and when I was in Europe, it was just really annoying to have to dig to the bottom to get it. So I'm hoping to put tank tops in here, and then I'll put like long sleeves and more like warmer stuff. I have a sweater that I'm bringing that I'll show you later on that'll probably go in this one here. Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Tank tops done. Sometimes I do really like smaller packing cubes so that it's organized in like sections a little bit more. I just find it easier when I'm actually like living out of my bag. It's nicer when they are more separated so that I don't have to, again, dig out everything to get the one item that I'm looking for at the bottom. Like you will probably have to do.
Personal attack at my nice navy packing cube I've got here, but
no. To each their own. I just know that for me, with the Europe trip that I went to, that was something that got old really fast, was that I had these large packing cubes, which I know I'm using again. I just didn't want to buy more packing cubes. And oh yeah, this should have lots of room for more stuff.
Lots of space.
But I think these ones just work a little bit nicer for myself.
There you go. All right.
Next thing.
On to the next one. Okay, so now that we're done the tops, we'll move on to our bottoms. So for my first pair of shorts, I'm bringing a pair of Patagonia Hydro Peak. They're just like a lightweight, almost feel like a swimsuit type short. The second pair I'm bringing is just a black pair of Viore shorts. Pretty basic, to be honest. Just a nice pair of black shorts. The third pair is a pair of Move athletic shorts. Again, I'll probably wear these if we go for a run, being extremely optimistic that we actually will. And then I'm bringing one pair of pants. Yeah, I think that I'm not going to be wearing a lot of pants there, so I wasn't going to bother bringing any jeans or anything like that. Something I can pack really small and be really comfortable in, so yeah.
So for me, I'm bringing 2 pairs of pants. The first one I'm bringing is just a pair of cropped leggings, and then the second one is a pair of black flowy crop pants. So really nice, lightweight, and breathable. And then I am bringing 4 pairs of shorts. So the first 2 I have is just 2 black flowy shorts. I have 1 pair of biker shorts. And then I think gonna bring 1 pair of jean shorts. I don't know, just because they are a little bit heavier and they do take up quite a bit of space, if I will end up bringing these. But as of right now, I do think that I want at least 1 pair of jean shorts there with me. And in this packing cube, I do also want to pack my pajamas because I am bringing a pair of PJ shorts and a PJ top. Yeah. So that's everything that's going in mine.
I also forgot one thing. The shorts that I'm currently wearing, I'm also bringing those. They are like a lightweight North Face, kind of like a hiker short, but they can be dressed up a little bit nicer to go with my nice fancy Jetty collared shirt.
Yeah, I am wearing a pair of shorts that I am also bringing. So I guess I'm bringing 5 pairs of shorts. The ones that I have are just a nice black sweat short.
Well, now that we've kind of walked you through our bottoms, we are going to see if they fit in our next packing cube. Bang.
Done.
Just like that.
So the next thing that we're bringing, of course, is bathing suits. Now, this compared to my Europe trip, I'm definitely bringing more, but I think I'm going to be wearing them a lot more. I think it's going to be the temperature for them. So for myself, I'm bringing 3 different pairs of black bathing suit bottoms. If you notice a trend with me, all of my pants and my shorts and my bottoms, they're all black so that I can literally wear them with whatever top. And then I have 4 different tops that I'm bringing to go with the bottoms.
So I'm bringing 2 pairs, both kind of funky, one kind of orange pattern one and one kind of blue flowery one, both from the brand Vissla, pretty basic.
For this one, I also have one of those really nice opened packing cubes, so I really hope that it fits in this one, but bathing suits roll up pretty small, so hopefully I can put them in this one. The next thing that we have that we've already packed up is socks, underwear, bras, stuff like that. Okay, so for this next little segment, we just grabbed all of the rest of the clothes that we have that we're wanting to pack. So for myself, I have 2 dresses that I want to bring, and I also forgot that I am bringing a rash guard, so it is just like a swim top long sleeve that I can throw over any of my bathing suits or anything like that. So those I am bringing. Don't know where they're gonna go yet necessarily. And then I am a colder person, especially when I'm like in an airplane, on a train, and they're blasting the AC. So I'd rather just be comfortable, even though it is bulky. I am bringing 1 sweater. And then for the other jacket, all that I'm bringing is a raincoat. And then I'm gonna bring a hat too, just for some sun protection.
So my kind of list of odds and ends with clothing is very, very small. So I'm bringing 2 hats because I personally I love wearing hats. And then I'm also just bringing a raincoat. Obviously we're probably gonna see some rain there, so yeah. Okay, so finally we've gone from kind of the top to the bottom and done our accessories. So last, we'll talk about our shoes. So for me, I am bringing the old trusty pair of Birkenstocks.
I am also bringing a pair of Birkenstocks.
Second, I am bringing a pair of Tevas.
And my kind of comparison is I have a pair of Chacos. I really wanted to bring 2 pairs of sandals. Like, I do love my Birkenstocks, but they can't really get wet. So these ones I can take and they can get wet no problem. So if I want to wear them in the water, like, they can also do that. And they're just a lot better and nicer to walk a longer distance in. So these are my equivalent for his Tevas.
Yeah. So for my running shoes, I'm bringing a pair of Solomon trail runners. I'm going to use as like hikers and things like that. Lots of grip on the bottom, super comfy. So yeah.
I also wanted to bring a pair of trail runners. On my last trip, brought a pair of Ons. By the time I got back, they were absolutely destroyed because I wore them like every day, all day for quite a few months. So those ones are out of commission. And the only other pair of like shoes that I could bring are my Nike runners. So these ones don't have as good of a grip, but I don't think that we're gonna be maybe doing as hard of walks. And I'm definitely not going to be wearing shoes as often as I will be sandals. So these are what I'm bringing. So the next thing, we've actually already packed up. We were trying to pack up our condo and we thought it was just easier for us to just put everything that we would want in here. So this is our little first aid kit. So the first thing that we have is actually our malaria pills. We are going to be in some areas that the travel immunization clinic that we went to recommended that we take these.
Next, we are bringing several containers of Noon tablets. So essentially what a Noon tablet does is the exact same thing as Gatorade. It's electrolytes. These things are awesome. Me and Robin both live by these things. So yeah, definitely get yourself a pack of Noon tablets if you don't have one already. Next thing, we've got a big old Ziploc bag of Tums. I think these are just going to be super necessary at any point. So
because we're going to be having street food for sure. So we're going to see how our digestive system
put it to the test a little bit.
The next thing, we did just bring a little thing of Band-Aids. If we need more, we'll get more, but there's no point in carrying such a bulky mass of Band-Aids if you don't actually use them.
Yeah. Next, we are bringing a pretty large container of Advil. Advil for us kind of seems like the go-to, so we said, you know what, rather be safe than sorry, and just bring a nice, good bottle of Advil.
The next thing we have is stuff for blisters, just in case we do get any, if we do go on like longer hikes or walks and stuff like that. It's just moleskin, and in their package it comes with a whole bunch of like cleaning agents and stuff, so it's just kind of essential that we have it in there.
Next thing, I guess we have a couple of like pocket laundry soaps. So this is good just to be safe. You can kind of do your own thing of laundry, and
easy to do sink laundry with those too. And the last thing we actually have is this, and this has quite a few different medications in it. I saw it when I was out running some errands, and it's a little pill organizer, so I thought it was really nice, so I thought we'd give it a go. So in here we have Tylenol in just our non-medicated opinion. We do find that it works better for like headaches and fevers. So we did just bring a small amount of those. We also have some Pepto-Bismol pills. also for like digestion issues and stuff like that. And I do have Midol, which just helps with cramps. And then we did bring Claritin because Graham and I both kind of have seasonal allergies. So we just wanted a little bit just to see if they did react there. And we do have, for emergencies really only, or like travel days, we do have Imodium, which just kind of, you know, if you do have some kind of digestion problem where you are going to the bathroom a lot, but it's like you have to be on a bus or you have to be traveling that day, kind of just make sure everything stays in while you're gone. So we do have some of those, just in case. Hopefully we don't have to use them. And then the last thing we do have is Gravel, just because I do know that we're going to be taking like trains, buses, stuff like that. Sometimes we do get motion sickness, so that does really help. So that's everything we have in our first aid kit.
Yeah. Okay, so now after we've completed our first aid kit here, we are going to move on to our toiletry kits. So I'm bringing my Osprey toiletry kit. It gets the job done here. So I am going to kind of walk through each item here quick. So first I'm bringing a bar of soap. I personally like to do this because then it cuts down one of my liquids and I don't have to bring like a bottle of body wash that lasts me like not that long. So I just find a bar of soaps just kind of makes everything easier. We got our toothpaste, bring my razor. We have these Q-tips. They're called naked swabs. So the nice part about these is that they are made of bamboo, and then there's like a silicone end to it. So you can use that and you just clean it off under the tap. So I'll bring those, some shampoo, some dental floss, I don't know, kind of like standard stuff you'd find in your toiletry kit.
Okay, so I do have a little bit more than Graham. The last one that I used was too small, and I actually had to keep my toiletries in like 2 different bags, and I just got a little bit sick of it. So I did get a bigger one this time, and it fits absolutely everything. This is from Sea to Summit. I have like all of my hair ties and stuff like that. I am carrying a buff this time. I've seen some other people use it as like an eye mask if they're on like an overnight bus or ferry to just block out some of the light, or even in hostel dorms, sometimes that's nice. So I'm gonna give it a go, and that's what I brought it for. I could also use it as a headband if I really wanted to. Then I had like, again, the basic stuff. Like I have like nail clippers, dental floss, razors, sunscreen, brush, and then I have all of like my cleanser, moisturizer, all of my face stuff and things like that. I do just have like a little see-through liquids bag too. There's just some items that I'm nervous to like tip on its side and like potentially leak. So I am just gonna stick this like straight into either like my day backpack or my suitcase. I just want this upright. All of this stuff in this other one, it doesn't really matter. I can kind of toss it around. And then I do have bar shampoo and conditioner again. Just saves on liquids, which is especially great when you're traveling carry-on.
Well, we are moving on to the final items that we plan to put in our bigger, larger
Main
like suitcase backpack. We are both bringing a couple different towels. So I have like a larger like shower beach towel type thing.
That's this one here.
It looks like
for
that.
me.
It's a pack towel, it's called. Then I'm also bringing like a small like face cloth personal towel. That fits like into this teeny tiny little bag.
On top of that, I am bringing one microfiber face cloth just for when I do my skincare and stuff. I do just like this one a little bit more. And then I do have just some reusable pads that I like to use on my face, again, for some of the skincare product. So, you know, not everyone needs to bring a whole lot of skincare. It does take up a lot in terms of like your toiletries and especially like liquids and things. But for myself personally, it is something that I do want to bring. It is something that I want the luxury of even when I travel, to just take some really good care of my face and stuff like that. So that is a little bit extra, but I am perfectly fine with it. Okay, so now we have to see if we can get all of this in our main backpack. Okay, so we've gotten everything packed up. I had to do a little bit of rearranging with my packing cubes, so I'm pretty happy with it. Now we don't leave until tomorrow, and I will probably maybe take some stuff out. I do feel like I'm bringing a lot of things, but at least I know that it fits. All right, so the next thing that we wanted to talk about was the bags that we were bringing apart from our actual backpacks. So I'm bringing the same backpack I brought on my last trip. So again, if you want to hear a more descriptive review of it, I'll link the video down in the description below because it does have all of the same features. An addition that we're having is because we feel like we're going to do a lot more water activities, we decided to get a collapsible day backpack. And this one is actually waterproof. So it does have that roll top feature like a dry bag would. And it really stuffs down to nothing. So this is what it looks like. It's just like an ultralight day backpack. Really easy to throw like rain jackets, anything that you would need for, you know, your little day trip. And it's nice to know that it is waterproof as well. As long as you roll the top 3 times, then it is waterproof. So because we are bringing maybe a little bit more technical gear, more electronics than we did on our last trip, we do just want to make sure that everything stays nice and safe.
So for me, I was the lucky one of the two of us and got a day pack upgrade, which is fantastic. My other one was so small, it just didn't get the job done. So I'm really stoked about the new backpack. I got a Patagonia, really just day pack. I think there's probably a technical name for it. I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna do a quick run through some of the features it's got. So it's got like a middle zip right here in the middle. Makes sense, I guess. So you can fit kind of all sorts of random stuff in there. Next part, it's got just one main really big compartment. Cool part about this backpack is that it comes with a laptop sleeve. So it comes with this sized right to the backpack. I've already got my laptop in here, some pens, a notebook, stuff like that. Really fantastic. And then probably my favorite feature of this entire backpack is the fact that it has very large water bottle holders. It drives me crazy when I can't fit my water bottle on the outside of my backpack. So that was something really that I looked for with this bag. Yeah, I'm really stoked about getting to use this. Like I said, I was the lucky one of the two of us to get a new bag. So.
All right, so in those personal bags, we kind of just grabbed everything that we could think of. We'll really quickly go through them. Let's just start out. We are bringing the Grail GeoPress water bottles. Now, Narissa and I had these on our last trip. We absolutely loved them. Graham got one for this trip. I'm using the same one. I just changed the filter for this new trip. If you haven't heard of these before, they not only are filter water bottles, but they also purify, making them good to drink, like fresh water from many different places. It doesn't have to be clean. It does filter and purify for you, which is just this little cartridge here. You just fill this up with whatever water source you're getting from it. Make sure that it's not like chunky and there's like stuff in it if you're like, say, filling it up from like a lake or something. And then you just slide this down and then you can drink from there. So it's a really nice, easy way to save on plastic too, because you're not gonna be constantly buying plastic water bottles. Mm-hmm. It also makes it easier to kind of fill up from anywhere. Now, you know, Europe, we didn't really have to be super concerned with the drinking water or the tap water, but we did it anyways. So, you know, being in Southeast Asia, where it is a little bit more, you cannot drink the tap water at all. I am very curious to see how these hold up and how our stomachs hold up with the drinking water using these. So we'll see, and we'll keep you updated on it.
Yeah. Next, I'm gonna start on this side over here. So we are bringing a couple different games. So the first is just a very, very standard deck of cards. And then we're also bringing this travel size dominoes set. We love playing games. Dominoes is one of our favorites. So it's gonna be a great addition to the trip this year.
And so the next thing that we're bringing, which is, it's kind of like a luxury item. I wouldn't say it's a necessity. We are bringing travel pillows. I mean, they roll up to like nothing. So really, if we have space in our bags, we really like bringing them. I'm bringing the same one that I had last time. It's from the brand Nemo. It's has an air bladder inside of the fabric that you can blow up to make it a little bit thicker. Graham has one from Thermarest, so he's gonna use that. It's just really nice for like, again, trains, planes, all of that, where, you know, maybe you're on the ground or you're in an uncomfortable seat. It adds a little bit of luxury there.
So we have a bunch of rain covers. Southeast Asia, we're definitely gonna see some rain.
Really, they're good for anywhere.
Yeah, good anywhere. If it's a chance of rain, you're gonna want a rain cover. So we both have one for each of our bags. So I've got a medium one for my larger suitcase backpack, and then a smaller one for my day pack.
It's just nice to make sure that, like, say you have a travel day and you actually can't avoid having all of your stuff in the rain, you know that it's protected. Yeah. It's better than having wet stuff that you then have to dry. So
I'm also I'm just gonna add this one to it as well. We got a little dry pack, just for like some of our electronics and our camera and things like that.
And something that we are also both bringing that is mainly for like hostel dorms or accommodations it's called a silk traveler liner. It's really only for like the comfort of, say you're staying in maybe not so nice of a place or like the sheets aren't super clean. It's kind of like a little sleeping bag, but it's just a liner that you can then go in knowing that, you know, whatever's touching you is clean. It's not the other stuff. So also I have heard, and this also sold me on it, that bed bugs cannot go through silk. So the one that we have is 100% silk. I mean, there is a big opening in the top where you actually have to get in. So I don't know how much it would actually protect, but it is just a nice little comfort feature as well. So Graham and I each have our own.
Yeah. The next thing we're bringing is a couple of just like silicone reusable like Tupperware containers. Yeah, just nice and convenient.
I have seen some other people have ones that are like collapsible and then they have more of like a hardcover top. And I feel like for like leftover purposes, those ones are a lot nicer to actually eat out of than these ones here. But you know, we didn't think of it and we leave tomorrow and I don't know where to get them. So we're gonna go with these ones instead.
Next, Rob and I are both bringing a set of cutlery. Pretty self-explanatory on that one.
So I also have a headlamp, just if we do any sunrise hikes, stuff like that. Even in the hostels, if you say have a really early travel day and like lots of the people around you are still sleeping, it is nice to kind of have this so that your hands are free to do the packing and stuff like that. The last thing I think that we have is locks, which is really great for locking up your luggage if you're leaving it somewhere. It's also really good for like hostel lockers. I mean, Graham and I, just because we do travel with some extra equipment and stuff, and Nerissa and I did too, we did really try to make sure that whatever hostel we were staying at had a place that we could lock up our luggage so that it wasn't just sitting out. With that, I do recommend having at least one of these like cable locks. Sometimes I found that with these ones with like a hard piece on the top, it's really hard to get in some of the actual lockers, and this one you can kind of move around and maneuver it in. So cable ones are my favorite, but we do have lots of these ones and we're not buying any new, so we're just gonna use what we have.
That's pretty much all we've got. That's all of our stuff. So far our big backpacks are all packed and everything's fitting, so now we're gonna try and do our best to get all of our rest of our stuff in our day packs. Okay, got my backpack all packed up, everything fit. Water bottle's in the water bottle holder, most important feature of the backpack. It's all ready to go.
Okay, I am too already all packed up. Honestly, it's not as heavy as I was expecting. Now granted, not everything that I'm bringing is actually in here right now. There is some things now that I'm looking around that I did forget. Like I am bringing a Kindle on this trip because I really do enjoy reading, but it's not really feasible for me to have like hardcover books. because then as soon as I'm done and I don't want to get rid of it, I have to drag it for the rest of my trip. So I am gonna add my Kindle in here, and then obviously the gear that we're filming with and a whole bunch of other electronic accessories also have to go in here that are not in it right now. But honestly, overall, I am really happy with this. So that's everything we have for you guys. That's everything pretty much that we're bringing in our bag.
Yeah, other than that, there's not much more to say other than we'll see you tomorrow at the airport.
Bye-bye. Okay, this is Robin from the future. I did end up taking some things out of my bag. I just felt like it was a little bit too big, and I know I'm probably gonna buy some stuff there. So I took out my PJ shorts. I'm just gonna wear my sweat shorts for pajamas as well. So it's a 2-in-1. I also took out my crop leggings because honestly, I'm probably gonna wear my black flowy leggings the most. And I took out my jean shorts because they're really bulky and they're hotter than all of my flowy shorts, so if I miss them, I guess I'll just get jean shorts there. And the last thing is I just took out a t-shirt. Okay, now we're done. We're heading to the airport right now.
Dun, dun, dun. Whoa.
I don't know where you were going with that. Stop. So the next thing we've actually already, oh sorry, I'll wait till you're sitting.
Yeah.
So the next, also for digestive.
Digestive. We'll see you in a sec.